Hey, how's it going, everybody? Gabriel, Santiago here. So this is the Speaking of Harmony podcast, and this is episode 28. All right, before we go into the subject, I'm going to invite you guys again to be live with me tonight at 8 p.m. That's the regular weekly live I'm doing every Monday and every Thursday. So the link for this live stream will be here in the description of the video as well. You can follow on YouTube, you can follow on Facebook, and also on Twitch and all these other platforms as well. But I'll be here on YouTube for sure. Thank you so much for all the questions I have been asking. And before we go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the little bell thing notifications. This is all my social media stuff. And don't forget to sign up for the mailing list. Here is the link description over here in the comments. All right, another question I get all the time. What's the difference between samba and bossa nova? That's an interesting question. Is there any difference between bossa nova and samba? Let me tell you, yes, there is a difference. You gotta see it like this. Bossa nova is a subset of samba. That's how it should be seen in terms of groove and everything. It's a subset of samba. You know, bossa nova just grew so much and spread around the world and stuff like that. That is also like, people see it as a type of jazz as well. But it came from samba. It comes from that background, rhythmic wise and groove, and the harmonies definitely come from the jazz tradition. But definitely a rhythmic framework comes from samba. So the difference is very subtle, but there is a difference, and I'll show you guys today what's the basic difference. So to start with that, you can understand the bossa nova and samba, how they work in terms of groove. I talked about some of that on yesterday's episode that you can check out. Go back there and watch about these phrasing and all this stuff, but also in past podcasts about the 16-note grid and how you should sing that. So a little bit of that applied here too. Samba and bossa nova, they're played in 2/4, not 4/4. I talked a little bit about that 4, but it's actually, I would say, it's 2 bars of 2. And it's like that weird. Why don't you just play in 4/4? Well, because you gotta think about it in 2 bars of 2, because there's one strong beat and another one that is not that strong, which is the second one is the strong one. Right, I showed that before. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, I showed that in the examples and the stuff, right? So we have to think about in 2 bars of 2, right? And here's how the bossa nova, like the simplest figure, would be laid out. Would be something like this. Right? That's 1 bar only, right? You can see that just 1 bar. Right? But if you do the full, performance of that groove, you see that the figure is spread on 2 bars, and that's how it's going to sound. See? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is just in 1 chord, so you can see. See? And you can put that, more 16 notes and less 16 notes up to you to kind of really, give some spice to that groove. The samba groove, very interestingly, will be very similar to this bossa nova. But what you do, you're going to swap the bars around. So the last bar of the bossa nova groove will be the first in the samba groove. So take this first bar of the bossa nova and put it after the second bar. So you start the groove from the second bar of the bossa nova, and then you have the samba groove. It's very subtle, but it's different. Check out. I'm gonna do the bossa nova one, and then I'm gonna do the samba one, and you see the difference. Check it out. 1, 2, and... Switching to samba now. 1 and 2. Bossa nova. Going back to samba now. You see the difference? It's very, very subtle, but it is different, right? If you swap bars around, you see that in the samba groove, there's a strong sense of accenting that second beat, you know? Right? Whereas the bossa nova one starts in kind of like a downbeat, and then the syncopation happens mid bars, right? And in the crossing of one bar to another one, right? And the samba starts with that. Right? That's very subtle, but very, very effective when you want to see both things. Of course, there are more things that makes this, styles and genres different, right? I'm just kind of like showing you like in the guitar. What's the difference is basically on the guitar if you're playing solo guitar or something. But of course, the instrumentation will, be a huge difference. Samba will rely a lot on percussion instruments, and bossa nova will definitely feature a drum set, acoustic bass, piano, and the guitar as well. It's a more jazzy kind of setting, as opposed to the samba where it's more rooted in the tradition, like lots of percussion instruments, and the 7-string guitar, and the cavaquinho, which is a Brazilian soprano guitar thing, and lots of percussion instruments, right? They will play some role in the differentiation between the styles, right? But basically, this is the difference when you play, right? In terms of how the groove is laid out, we have this difference, right? And also the tempo also can inform some differences. Bossa nova has this sort of like mellow, slow to mid tempo, Now, if you have a really fast kind of bossa nova, it's more common to have a samba at that speed. I'll switch around so you can see bossa nova. Switching to samba now. Back to bossa nova. Something like that, right? So you see the difference is very subtle, and if you also play slow, you have the same differentiation as well. Samba can be played really slow as well. Bossa nova has this mellow kind of solo guitar, really Really, really nice. When you play, something like that, Corcovado, right? Right? If you're playing samba very slow, it really pushes you to that second beat, very kind of strong. You want to kind of not play, not accentuate the first beat that much. If I play that in samba, it'll be something like that. Switch to Bossa Nova. Going back to samba. See? That's the difference, in terms of guitar and groove. Basically, what you have, and this is what you have to do to play them differently, right? So I hope you enjoy that, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the little bell thing notification. This is all my social media stuff. Don't forget to sign up for the mailing list, and I hope I'll see you tonight, the live stream at 8 p.m. I'll see you then.